Every Monday here on Locked On Yankees, we go through the top performers in the Yankees system, some trends. Again, a very interesting trend today. So let's start today's Minor Monday. No, let's start today's Minors Monday with a look, of course, here with the Scranton Wilkes-Barre RailRiders. And look, I've been talking about it for months at this point now here on this show, Stacey. I know he's getting labeled as a quadruple A guy, but Estevan Florial was hot this week with the RailRiders in a very cold Minnesota, by the way, hey, the Yankees are heading to Minnesota. Flo was 10 for 32 this week, or 10 for 32 overall. He has 3 doubles, a triple, and a pair of homers. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. And there's a couple of numbers here about Florial that kind of jump out to me. It's a small sample size right now, but his strikeout rates are slightly up, and they've been pretty consistent over the last 2 years at AAA. It's like 33 to 35% right now. He's a little bit higher, but again, very small sample size. But if you're going to look at those small numbers right now, the walk rate is up for Flo. It was way down last year. He was just not walking last season, especially in the leadoff spot at AAA. But the early returns are back up to normal rates. So those are some encouraging signs for Florial. I don't know where he fits in the Yankees system right now. I think this is one of the more curious cases with Franchy Cordero signed and Bader close. I just really don't know where Florial fits in the system right now. Bonus for the RailRiders, by the way, Jake Bauers is still hot. He had another multi-home run game this week. He's got 3 of those this week. So encouraging signs from Jake Bauers. If Rizzo gets hurt, he's obviously the call to get a first baseman. I'd imagine it would be LeMahieu as the main first baseman, and then Jake Bauers coming off of the bench and potentially providing some pop off the bench. I mentioned as well, Stacey, earlier on the show, there's a very interesting trend in the Yankees system right now, and you got to look at Somerset for it. They are stealing bases at an insane rate. 15 games into the year, they're 42 for 46 in stolen bases. 15 games. 4 good measure, Stace.
Wow.
Cleveland leads Major League Baseball with 28 in 22 games. So it is like the plan right now in Somerset to just keep running. They are second in all of pro baseball right now behind Lynchburg, who has 50 for 54. So they're on an insane rate, and they've also played 15 games. Some of those top performers, Jasson Dominguez is 9 for 10. He had his first home run this week, by the way, of the season. Brandon Lockridge is 7 for 8. And this is incredible. So I went and compared the last couple of years of base stealers in the AA ranks. Remember, Somerset relatively new to the Yankees system. This year, they're stealing 2.8 bags a game right now. Again, small sample size. We're still in April.
Yeah.
Last year, 1.5 per game, and the year before that, 1.5 as well. A slightly up. And those 22 and 21 are on par for AAA numbers as well. So the RailRiders were stealing pretty well. They were setting franchise records the last couple of years in stolen bases, and it's like a thing. Like the Yankees system is starting to really cater towards the stolen base threat. I don't know if that has directly, been impacted by the larger bases, the less amount of pickoffs, but it's very clear that the Yankees in the minor league system really care about stealing bases.
Those are insane numbers.
They're insane numbers. So that's I don't want to, it's nice to focus on singular players, but I think the trends are also very important. We've talked about the Worley slider and how much that means in the Yankee system and how much success it's had, not in just minor league baseball, but also in the majors. This is something that you 100% need to be looking out for. Look at how impressive Anthony Volpe has been on the base paths at the major league level. This is something the Yankees are trying to do, is continue to run. So keep your eye on that. I mean, we've already seen how it's impacted Judge in the major league level as well. So it's a thing. The Yankees want to run, and that's what they've been doing. Pitching wise at Hudson Valley, Juan Carela, his last 2 outings have been incredible. He took a no-hitter on Saturday into the 6th. He went 5 2/3. He struck out 8. And this is coming after he struck out a career high 9 in his previous outing against Aberdeen. So his last 2 outings, 10 innings of work, 17 strikeouts, and only 2 hits allowed. he is on another tear. And he's had over this last 2 years since he got into United States ball, he kind of gets called up like midway or in the latter part of the season and then kind of struggles and then returns to that team and then does well. And that's exactly what he's done this year. He got called up to Hudson Valley last year, struggled, got called, returned to start this season and has been pitching very well. Season numbers, a 1.13 whip at this point. He's at his best of his career and batting average against at 149. Of course, yeah, small sample size. We're still in April. I know it's probably going to go up, but it's a very good start for Juan Carela. And this is a kid who was, mid to upper 90s in his teens. He's only 21. He's currently unranked, but he keeps kind of having these one-off incredible games. He was doing it in Tampa last year as well. So definitely keep your eye on Juan Carela. I don't think he's getting a lot of love in the Yankees system, but I'm here to give him some love. Juan Carela is pitching very well over the last couple of outings. And then I just wanted to touch on Tampa. They're having a really weird year, man. The last 2 years in Tampa, it's so strange. They're not playing well to start the season, but I did want to give a quick Ben Rortvedt update. He's down with Tampa after shoulder surgery that he got in spring training. So he is currently rehabbing with Tampa. He got an RBI knock in his first at bat. He's 3 for 9 with a couple of doubles. So he's swinging well in Tampa. Kind of had a mixed bag of results, ended the season hot last year with the RailRiders. So we'll see how Rortvedt continues to develop this season. Of course, it's no stranger. It's no secret, I should say, right now that the Yankees are struggling behind the plate offensively. Higgy and Trevino have just not been hitting. And I think Ben Rortvedt could be a potential option. Again, I'm a little curious how he advances throughout the season. Of course, it's a very early on in his season because he just came back from this injury. So we'll see how that continues. Hey, thanks for checking out Minor League Mondays. We do this every Monday here on Locked On Yankees. And of course, we have Yankees coverage 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. So make sure to hit subscribe and you won't miss an episode with Stacy and myself.